Good evening, everyone. Coming to you live from Philadelphia on this Saturday afternoon. I'm Dr. Corrielus. I normally come to you on Friday evening, but unfortunately, I was not able to get on yesterday evening. I had a late emergency case that actually showed up at the last minute. Somebody having a heart attack. So obviously I had to go and attend to that. But I wanted to seize the opportunity to join you this evening, to be with you and share with you some of the concepts that we've been discussing. So about this patient who showed up yesterday, this a clear example that heart attacks does not have a warning. This is a middle-aged gentleman who was in his 50s. Actually was getting ready for the weekend when he started having excruciating chest pain. And that's what prompted him to call 911. When the pain was not remitting, he called 911. And emergency services took him to the emergency room to get evaluated. And sure enough, he certainly had all the risk factors, all those predispositions to having a heart attack. He was a smoker, was stressed, and he has a very stressful work environment. And also was suffering from hypertension for a long time and diabetes. And in the emergency room, it was noted that he had the classic presentation based on symptomatology and also on the findings through the blood test and electrocardiogram that he was having a heart attack. So I was called to evaluate him, and sure enough, if he did not show up at the time that he did, it would have been a lot worse. So we were able to intervene very quickly. We were able to stabilize him through medication, through intervention, what we call the cardiac catheterization, where we're able to open the blockage in his heart, and his heart was able to beat and function again, and is now recovering in the hospital. He's doing very well. So I was able to see him this morning. He's doing really well. So I'm happy to report that. So I think the lesson here I want to point out is really heart attack does not have a warning. So it behooves upon us to really making sure that we keep keep our health in the front seat and not in the back seat. So we are always conscious and aware of those things that we need to do in order to prevent heart attack and heart disease from presenting itself or from developing. But I want to this was a segue into why it's important. I think this is another reason why what we do is very important. It's so important because when we talk about what our purpose is, that is to empower you with the knowledge and the awareness to be able to do not only the things that you need to do in order to live a healthy life, but also to know when to seek attention. Because when you know better, you do better. So you're able to get the attentions that you need. For those of you who don't know me, I am Dr. Sanul Corrielus, board certified cardiologist, CEO of Corrielus Cardiology, and national wellness speaker. Through my cardiology practice and concierge cardiac care, we help men at the prime of their lives live the time of their lives while protecting them from developing heart disease. We are excited to really be here with you, to share with you those principles, those things that you need to do in order to be able to help you live that healthy life. And I've gotten a lot of requests. A lot of people are really interested in really continuing the dialogue. There's a lot of questions, you've asked a lot of questions, and that's truly inspiring to me, truly exciting to me to be able to really share with you those principles, those wisdom that will help you, that will help to enlighten you so that you can take better care of yourself. Today, we've talked about some of those things. We touch on the fact that you need to know. You need to know about the conditions that are devastating our community, knowing about heart disease and its manifestations and how it manifests itself. We talk about that. Some of you are still joining. I see Maxine, John, thank you. Johnson, thank you for watching. Thank you for joining us. This evening we're talking about the reason why we do what we do, to inspire you, to give you the knowledge, to be able to know what to do and when to intervene for yourself, because we believe that the best healthcare is self-care. When you know better, you do better, and not only that, you will be able to advocate for yourself. You need to be your best advocate so that you're able to seek the care that you need at the appropriate time, and also getting the appropriate attention, asking the right question will lead you to a better health outcome. As we know, in this day and age, as we're talking about the inequality in care that we are seeing, especially in these days of the coronavirus pandemic, we do know that it is very important, very critical, that we as a community are able to speak for ourselves and advocate for ourselves, asking the right questions, so that we can have the best outcomes. And it is not unforeseen, it's not unusual that we as African Americans going into the healthcare institutions, going to the doctors, we are not getting the treatments that are proven to be effective with the conditions that we're presenting with. So when we know better, when we know we have the knowledge, when we ask the right questions, then we are better off, and we are in a position of really helping ourselves to have a better outcome. Not only that for ourselves, but also for those people, our loved ones, who may not know, who may not be able to ask the proper questions, advocate for themselves. So that's why it's critical, that's why it's important for us to be on this platform, and that's why I'm very encouraged of the level of response. Folks are calling and want to be part of this and want to really continue the dialogue that we're doing in order to really empower you, the community, to be your best self-advocates. So we talked about in order to be able to be your best self-advocate, it's also very important that you have the awareness, being aware of the conditions that are affecting you, being aware of the symptoms. So a very high level of awareness is very important in order to be able to get the best health outcomes, because you can have the knowledge, but if you're not aware of the symptoms and get to the medical attention pumping up, then it really makes it's counterfeiting, and it makes a big difference. So definitely being aware is very important, and to get to the medical attention and seek the help that you need. Embrace your nature is what we want to touch on today. embrace your nature. A lot of times we, out of fear, do not want to acknowledge the fact that there's a symptoms. We know that we're experiencing something is wrong with us, but yet we are afraid. We look the other way. And so by doing that, we are delaying the process of a good care, of a better health outcome. So to embrace your nature, to embrace your symptoms and seeking help is indeed very important. It's very critical. It's a very important part of what we need to do. And it takes courage to be doing that. But when you do that, it really helps you to be able to be further along, to be better off than you would if you were to deny until you present too late. In the cardiology world, time is of the essence. Time is very important. Time is critical. So we need to be aware, not only aware, but embrace our nature, so we'll be able to take our symptoms seriously so that we can seek the help that we need. That's what I wanted to touch on today. I want you to have the knowledge necessary about heart disease. I want you to be aware of your symptoms, and I want you to embrace your nature so that you can seek the help that you need promptly so you can get the best outcome for you and also help your loved ones. Because when you're able to have the knowledge, you can help other people around you. You can enlighten them and really inspire them and help them to seek the help just like you would in essence. Again, I am Dr. Sanul Corrielus, your board-certified cardiologist, CEO of Corrielus Cardiology, and a national wellness speaker. I help men at the prime of their lives to live the best time of their lives while protecting them from heart disease. Follow me on my website at www.corrieluscardiology.com. It's CORRIELUS, cardiology, CARDIOLGY.com. Until next time.